My name is Lindsay Double D.
My name is Mike Postel.
I'm Kristen Siebold.
And my name is Kurt Double D.
And I'm Aaron Siebold.
I'm Rachel Postel. I'm getting used to saying that now.
We're married.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We met on New Year's Eve.
We met on Match.com.
We did.
It worked.
It worked.
It really does.
We met at Strawberry Fest back 6-7 years ago in Cottage Grove, Minnesota.
And then I said, let's cut to the chase and meet for a drink.
Yep.
Then I proceeded to Facebook stalk him until he agreed to go out with me.
She said yes.
I knew I was going to marry him.
You had that feeling, you said.
I did.
There wasn't a doubt that this is what I wanted to be with, so.
A photographer is probably like the most nerve-wracking part after engagement. You know, like you have fun, people talk about the wedding date. Once you plan the date, I think the most stressful part is the photographer. For me anyway, just because like I said, pictures are everything.
We walked in, we were really nervous, we didn't know what to expect. But within the first few minutes, she made us feel really comfortable.
We met Lori.
Yep.
And then we looked her on the spot.
Lori's stuff was all like indoor, outdoor, and
Pristine.
it
super
wasn't
pristine.
super posed.
I mean, within a minute, it's like, okay, this is who's going to be shooting our wedding.
You know, at the end of the day, that's when the day is over, that's what you have, are the pictures. So we kind of made a decision early on to invest in our photos and invest in someone who really knew wedding photography.
The packages she offers are perfect for what we were looking for. You know, being able to tell the story with the chapters from, you know, you got to kind of pick what you wanted to have included.
And I really liked that her day and the packages were sort of planned out in chapters for your wedding day versus like different hours, so that you weren't like watching the clock and being like, oh God, we're an hour behind. She's not going to be able to take pictures of our first dance.
The engagement photos were included.
She said you can call me, email me, take care of any business you want. We'll have several meetings leading up to it.
Working with Lori during the engagement session is like having your best friend that can also give you direction.
When she's taking our picture, we step back, you're thinking, what is she seeing that we aren't? But then the final product, we saw like, okay, we see what she was looking at.
We just had fun with it. Like she captured every laugh, every like non-stage thing she captured. And she gave all the right direction on how to slim it down.
Like the whole like leaning forward thing for photos, it was like, feels awkward, looks great.
She was phenomenal. Remember that when she went and grabbed that light? Trumped all the way up through the mud, grabbed this light, came back down, posed it because the sun was starting to set, but she still wanted enough light on us.
I think my favorite photo that day might be probably the one where we're sitting looking at each other.
Like we have one where it's like the three of us like super nice, and the next shot is the cat like freaking out like, ah!
And even after that e-session, it made us aware of what she was looking for and what to expect for our wedding day. So it took the stress away of not knowing what was going to happen.
The wedding was amazing.
She got there exactly when I thought she would, probably a little early.
So our family shot was awesome. It was a blend of like some traditional pictures and other ones where we were laughing, and it was a perfect blend. And
It was just like one right after the other, and we were ahead of schedule by the time we were sort of getting ready for the ceremony.
even people after our family were like, that was so efficient.
I felt that she was really good at just being attentive to what we wanted, along with getting the family involved, along with the bridesmaids. She was the one person who was a constant that day, so it just felt just comfortable, like she was just, part of the family.
My favorite picture is the one right after we got married, like coming back down the aisle.
Favorite photo from the wedding, there's probably a dozen of them. If you came to our house right now, it'd be a Lori gallery.
She picked a spot that I never would have ever chosen. I mean, right, like we were in Stillwater, we got married in Stillwater. But looking back, that's probably my favorite picture.
One of my favorites as well. Yeah. And my favorite, honestly, one of them has got to be the sundowner shot at the top of the hill that we have framed now in our room. Everything was just so vivid outside, beautiful, perfect.
Yeah, that was great.
There's one special shot I wanted at our wedding that she and I talked about that Kristen had no idea about, which is cool. Right after the first kiss, that I think is my favorite, but to pick just one, I don't know if I could just pick just one.
It was really
Yeah.
impressive and so gorgeous. So gorgeous. I can't express enough how good of a photographer she is. Those pictures just take your breath away. And every time we look back at them, we remember that day.
No, they all turned out so beautiful. I look at the pictures still every day and just smile. They're awesome.
Yeah, she was fantastic. Her team was fantastic, and I really couldn't have asked for just a better experience, which is to say, one that I barely remember outside of her saying thanks a lot and good night.
The book is like the ultimate, right? Like it's what you can grab from the shelf, show your
Yeah.
kids.
You know, it's gorgeous, like absolutely one of the most beautiful, nicest things. It's like an end table centerpiece kind of thing.
It's a piece of art. I mean, it's something that we're gonna look at every day and just cherish, I think, as we move on.
And it's like a story, like it tells kind of the story of the day, and Lori laid it out that way.
You get to relive the perfect day over and over again, that's the idea.
For me personally, I like having the actual physical keepsake. I like actually having the physical pictures up.
It's not just a portrait, it's art.
Yes.
At the end of the day.
I can't imagine having worked with anyone else and having had as good of an experience.
And you know this, I don't recommend people ever, really, unless they blow my socks off, and she really did.